I set out in this video to find out if it was worth it to go to the Oceanic Championships. Is it worth it? Okay, so Oceanic Championships just got announced December 15th to 18th in Melbourne, Australia. Super exciting, or is it? Here's the problem. I need to work out if it's worth going. As someone who's in New Zealand, I gotta get there, gotta stay there. I kind of want to work out a cost to solve ratio for this competition. Come with me, let's go and find out if it is worth going to the Oceanic Championships. So let's go to the worldcubeassociation.org. Oh, I'm already signed in. What a bonus. The Rubik's WCA Oceanic Championships. First thing I want to look at is qualification. Like, what can I actually do? What do I need to do before I get there? So let's take a quick look. We're going to start with this last one, which I think is the most important, to be fair, for people like me anyway. All other events, an official WCA single result in the event is required. Every event you want to do at Oceanic Championships you have to have done before, so that's a challenge for me already. Note, many of these events will have cutoffs, so just because you qualify does not guarantee you will be able to complete an average. Well, that makes sense. Okay, so let's have a look at the specific ones then. So 3x3x3, fewest moves, top 40 competitors. So you've got to be top 40 in Oceania. Oceania? I think that's right. You've got to be top 40 in Oceania if you want to do FMC. Never done it before. Don't really know how to do it properly. I don't even know, are there any comps coming up in New Zealand with FMC apart from maybe nationals in December? I don't know, but I've got a hunch that I'm not going to get top 40 in my first attempt at FMC. 3x3 multi-blind. Top 20! I can't do one blind, so it's probably fair to say that I'm not doing multi-blind. 4x4 blind and 5x5 blind. They're top 20 as well. If I'm not looking at multi, and I can't even 3 blind yet, I'm not doing 4 and 5 blind. What am I talking about? Now this one's interesting. Clock an average time below 12 seconds. Now I might be getting a bit too big for my boots here, especially because I've never done clock in a competition before. But I feel like a 12-second average isn't impossible. I think I might have to give clock a crack. It's another one that I haven't done yet, so I need an NZ competition so I can get a clock result. But yeah, an average below 12? Apologies to all the clock lords if I'm being super unrealistic here. But I feel like that's not unachievable. I feel like I could do some clock grind and get at least close to 12, you know? Let's round that up. FMC, top 40 only. 3x3 multi-blind, top 20. 4x4 blindfolded, top 20. 5x5 blindfolded, top 20. Clock, you gotta have an average below 12 seconds. Everything else, you have to have competed before if you wanna go. So what that means for me personally, FMC, multi-blind, I'm not doing that. 4x4, 5x5, I'm not doing that. Clock, I'm coming for that. So let's go into the schedule now and have a look at some cutoffs for individual events to see what I'm gonna have to achieve by the end of the year if I want to get an average. Okay, so let's have a look. So Thursday, 15th December, 4 blind, 5 blind, FMC, multi-blind, clock. Okay, so here's the first thing that I'm actually considering doing. Top 20 advance, good to know. So there is no cutoff for clock, but my time limit is 30 seconds, so I just need for clock that 12-second average. I mean, it's gonna be tight. I need to start some notes here. Things to do. Clock, get a 12-second average. Alright, cool. So that's what I gotta do to get clock, and that's worth 5 solves. Next, Mega Minx. So, I wanna do Mega Minx. I've never done Mega Minx in a competition. Time limit. Oh, look at that. Time limit is 3 minutes. And the cutoff is 2 attempts to get 145. That's faster than I do 4x4. Notes, Mega Minx, do officially and get under 3 minutes. That's 2 to 5 solves. 2 if I can go under 3 minutes. I'll get 5 if I can do 1:45. Next, 6x6 time limit is 6 minutes, and you get 1 attempt to do sub 3 minutes. That's brutal. I mean, realistically, that's not going to happen, is it? So I'm going to get 1 solve for 6x6. I think I need to get a success first as well. Okay, so get a success, then 1 solve under 6 minutes. That's worth 1 because there's no way I'm going to do a 6x6 solve under 3 minutes. Not even in a year. 3x3 OH. Time limit is 1 minute. 2 attempts to get 25? OH is worth 2 solves to me then, because I've got 1 success on the board so far, and that was 108. So I'll get 2 solves at OH. Far right. OH, 2 solves. Next, 4x4. The time limit is 2 minutes, and you've got 2 attempts to get under 1 minute. That's really fast. I'm used to a 3-minute time limit and a 2-minute cutoff. So if I want an average in 4x4, I've got to be sub 1 minute. Now, here's the thing. I really like 4x4, and I want to learn 3-2-3 edges, 2-3-3, or 3-2-2. 3-2-3? I want to learn those fancy edges. Sub 1 minute though, that's a big difference to where I am just now. See, that kind of puts Megaminx in perspective. Maybe I'm being really naive about Megaminx as well. That might literally be worth 2 solves for me, max. Even then, 3 minutes? 4x4. Get sub 1 average. Well, that's a very clear goal. I need to get my 4x4 game to sub 1 average if I want to even get an average. That's so spicy. Skewb. Oh, look at that. Skewb is a minute time limit. Oh, I'm gonna get a Skewb average. Yoo! So that's worth 5 solves. Break. Oh, weird. Look at that. End of the second day. Opening ceremony. Sure. And then the relay. Cool. Well, I won't be in that. Now, 5x5 first round. Here we go. Far out. 3 minutes, time limit, and 2 attempts to get under 145. That's very aggressive. What are my results for 5x5? Let's find out. Oh, 3 minutes 32 single. Well, so I gotta get sub 3. Realistically, I'm getting 2 solves on 5x5, and even then, 3 minutes! What? Square 1, first round. Well, I can't solve a square 1, but the time limit is 1 minute. 2 attempts to get under 20 seconds. Behave yourself. Best possible scenario is I get 2 solves. Sub 1 minute for 2 solves. Woof. There's not a lot of solves going on here, is there? I'm not going to be busy. Pyraminx, average of 5. Time limit's a minute. Okay, so we're getting 5 Pyraminx solves. That is a no-brainer. 2x2. Yas, queen. We're getting 5 solves at 2x2. Okay, here we go now. 3x3. Top 240 advance to the next round. I couldn't possibly call whether I'm getting to round 2. I never get into round 2. I'm usually the first person to not get into round 2, so I expect that to be the case at Oceanic Champs as well, unless something amazing happens. Let's put 5, maybe 10? I don't know. Again, I've never been to an Oceanic Champ, so maybe I'm being unrealistic again with 10. But let's see, 3x3 blindfolded. Oh, I'd love to do 3x3 blindfolded, hey. But what have I given myself to learn this year already? I've already said I'm going to do good at Megaminx, 4x4, 5x5, and I've got to learn square 1. Nah, there's no way. The only way 3x3 blind can happen, 3 blind, I don't even know what to call it. The only way 3 blind can happen is if I've learned everything by like September. Everything else that I want to learn. If I'm competitive at everything else I want to learn by September, so that means Megaminx, square 1, and I've got to be sub 1 in 4x4. Only then could I possibly think about doing blindfolded. Let's have a look. Oh, now, Sunday. Here we go. Second round and final. Second round, no. Second round, no. Second round, no. Nope. I mean, well, probably not. Lunch, I'm really good at that, actually. Square 1, final. Yeah, so I'm going to be chilling on Sunday. That much is clear. Except maybe 3x3 round 2. Okay, a summarized to-do list. I've got to get clock sub 12, Megaminx sub 3, 6x6 sub 6, 7x7 sub 8, OH sub 1, 4x4 sub 1, Skewb sub 1, 5x5 sub 3, and Squan sub 1. So if I do all these things, how many solves do I get? Let's find out. So we're looking at 38 or 43. Now let's find out what the cost is of going to Melbs for the weekend. Flights from Christchurch to Melbourne. Go. Incredible prices, hey? Okay, so we're looking at 800 bucks. Budget flights, 800. Let's try and find like a cheap hotel. Oh, you know what? Let's just take the Ibis budget Melbourne CBD. 120 a night for a grown-up hotel room. Because I'm a grown-up, alright? I want to have a nice place to go back to. So let's round it up. Let's say 500 bucks. Let's say food and transport. I mean, we're having a weekend in Melbs. Let's go fancy. Let's do it properly. So food and transport, 50 bucks a day. Let's round it up again to $300. Okay? So altogether, $1,600. Whew. You know, let's go back up here. How many solves am I going to do? Let's start with the worst case scenario. 1,600. These buttons are really small. Divided by 38 equals... Oh wow, 38 solves is $42 per solve. So I really need to make 3x3 finals to get a little bit more value, don't I? So 1600 divided by 43 is $37. So now what we have is a very concise to-do list, a very concise total of how many solves I can do if I smash my to-do lists. And now we have also the cost per solve depending on how well I do on my to-do list. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda wish I hadn't done this sum. I set out in this video to find out if it was worth it to go to the Oceanic Championships. Is it worth it? Well look, it's a trip to Melbourne, that's always fun. It's an 800 people competition, that's wild, I've never been to a competition that big. And there'll be so many awesome cubers there, so it'll be an amazing trip regardless. So is it worth it? Yes, it is. Can I put a dollar value to that worth? Yes, I can. It's $42 per solve, if I do really well. I'm now gonna make sure that my wife never sees this video, and that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much to the organization team who are making this happen. I can't wait to meet a bunch of you there. I'm gonna be getting a lot of 3x3 practice in the meantime while I'm playing Game of Cubes. If you want to go and see the latest Game of Cubes match, it'll be up here. Something else good will be here, something else good will be around. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, and I will catch you in the next one.